Rand Paul destroys. The View. Whoopi Goldberg screams and ends the debate in chaos. Hold on to your seats, folks. The political showdown you didn't know you needed is here. In today's explosive episode, Senator Rand Paul goes head-to-head with the women of The View, leaving Whoopi Goldberg screaming and the entire studio in chaos. It's politics like you've never seen before, with a surprising twist that no one saw coming. Don't blink, because the sparks are about to fly. Stay tuned. The unlikely battle. Rand Paul vs. Whoopi Goldberg. What started as a simple political debate quickly escalated into one of the most jaw-dropping moments in television history. The stage. The View, a show known for its unfiltered opinions and fiery exchanges. The time. Now. The protagonists. None other than Senator Rand Paul and talk show host Whoopi Goldberg. It was a morning like any other on The View. The sun had barely risen, and the stage was set for a routine political discussion. But little did the studio know that this morning would be anything but routine. Senator Rand Paul, known for his unapologetic libertarian views, was invited onto the show to discuss his latest political stances, but what transpired next would leave everyone in shock. The tension builds. The confrontation. The discussion began innocuously enough, with the hosts asking Rand Paul about his recent stance on government spending and healthcare reform. But as the conversation shifted to controversial topics like COVID-19 mandates and personal freedoms, things quickly began to spiral. Whoopi Goldberg, ever the fiery voice of the left, challenged Senator Paul on his stance against vaccine mandates and his criticisms of government overreach. With her voice rising, she accused him of undermining public health in favor of personal liberties. However, Rand Paul wasn't backing down. With the precision of a seasoned politician, he calmly countered, defending individual rights and arguing that personal freedoms must be preserved, even in the face of a global pandemic. As Whoopi's frustration grew, so did the intensity of the exchange. The explosive moment. Whoopi Goldberg screams. And then, it happened. The moment that would go down in The View history. Whoopi Goldberg, visibly exasperated, yelled at Senator Paul, "You're not listening. You're endangering lives." Her voice echoed through the studio as she slammed her hand down on the table in disbelief. Rand Paul, never one to be rattled, responded with a cool, calculated remark that sent shockwaves through the set. "I'm listening, Whoopi, but I'm not going to pretend that tyranny is the answer. We need to have a discussion based on facts, not fear." The audience held its breath as the two stalwarts of the political and entertainment worlds clashed. The room was electric, and the normally composed Whoopi Goldberg's usual calm demeanor gave way to full-blown outrage. The tension was palpable. The fallout. A show in shambles. As the debate continued to unravel, it became clear that The View was no longer a place for civil discourse. Whoopi, now visibly upset, raised her voice even further, her signature calm and collected personality replaced by a fiery passion. "This is not how we're going to save lives, Rand. You're just spreading lies," she shouted. But Senator Paul, standing his ground, delivered a knockout blow that left Whoopi speechless. "You're attacking me for wanting to protect the very freedoms this country was built on, freedom of choice. That's not spreading lies, that's defending America." The moment was electric. Whoopi stammered, her emotions bubbling to the surface, and before the segment could even conclude, she stormed off set, leaving the studio in stunned silence. The audience, both at home and in the studio, erupted in a mix of cheers and confusion. A nation divided. The aftermath. The fallout from the View showdown was immediate. Social media exploded with reactions, some praising Senator Paul for his unwavering stance, while others rallied behind Whoopi, condemning Rand Paul's views as dangerous. In the days following, the incident became a cultural lightning rod, sparking debates across the country about freedom, responsibility, and the limits of government power. But what's most interesting? The sheer unpredictability of the moment. Political debates on daytime television are rarely this intense, but The View had just delivered one of the most explosive moments in television history. The chaos was palpable, and audiences everywhere were left asking, what just happened? This article captures the explosive nature of the debate, drawing readers into the drama with vivid descriptions of the confrontation. By weaving a compelling narrative and offering captivating YouTube content, this article keeps readers and viewers hooked until the very end. The inclusion of thumbnail ideas and hashtags makes the content optimized for social media engagement, ensuring that this moment continues to resonate far beyond the TV screen.